So picture this. In Mauritania, you've got this interesting situation. You have organizations that are just packed with amazing talent and big ambitions, but they're stuck, kind of spinning their wheels. Why? Well, it often comes down to old school systems and manual processes. We're going to dive into how one company is flipping that script, turning all that potential into real, concrete results.
And that right there, that's the heart of the problem. Just imagine having the most brilliant people on your team, but they're buried in paperwork, wrestling with tools that just don't talk to each other, and hitting delay after delay. It's not just inefficient, right? It's a massive killer for productivity and morale. And this is exactly the problem Planet T L SUARL was created to solve. So who decides to take on a challenge like this? You know, every great solution really starts with a single vision. So let's meet the founder who looked at this problem and didn't see a roadblock, but a huge opportunity. This is Aly Bidjel, the founder and CEO. Now, over the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly what his company builds, who they build it for, and probably most importantly, why this all matters to you, whether you're an investor, an entrepreneur, or a decision maker looking for real, solid growth not just in Mauritania, but beyond. So, what's the secret sauce here? It's so easy to look at these kinds of operational headaches and think, hey, let's just throw some more technology at it. But you know what? That's a trap. The real solution, the one that actually works, goes way deeper than just tech. Their mission? It's crystal clear. It's all about helping organizations make that leap from slow, manual, error-prone work to smooth, digital operations. And that last part is so important. Built for the real world. This isn't about buzzwords or tech hype. It's about delivering things that actually work. It's about building systems that give leaders visibility. Because let's be honest, if you can't see what's happening, you have no chance of improving it. It all starts right here, with this one powerful idea: building solid, repeatable systems. This is the absolute bedrock of any successful transformation. And once you have those systems locked in, you unlock something amazing: speed. All those processes that used to drag on for days, now they can happen in minutes. And when things are systematic and fast, you get the final piece of the puzzle: accountability. You know exactly who's doing what, and you can actually measure the results. Systems, speed, accountability. That's the whole game. Okay, so how do they actually deliver on this promise? Well, it's not magic. It's a really smart, structured approach that's built on 5 key pillars of transformation. Let's break them down. So here they are, the 5 pillars that really make up the roadmap to getting digitally mature. We've got ERP and CRM, then automation, AI assistance, managed remote access, and finally, IoT and digital twin solutions. Let's just quickly walk through how each one builds on the other. All right, so pillars 1 and 2, think of these as the foundation of the whole house. By putting in an ERP system like Odoo, you get one single source of truth for everything happening inside your organization. Then, with a CRM like HubSpot, you do the same thing for all your external relationships, your clients, your citizens. Then, you add automation on top. This is what stops what Aly calls leakage, all that wasted time, money, and energy. You swap that out for speed, accuracy, and a real foundation for growth.
Pillar 3 is all about that first impression. For any organization, that first interaction is absolutely critical. Can a citizen get an answer right now? Can a client solve a problem without waiting on hold? Practical AI assistants and chatbots give people those instant, helpful answers, which improve service from the very first day.
Now, Pillar 4. This one's really cool. Imagine a government ministry or a bank with branches scattered all over the country. The old way meant tons of travel, constant delays, and finding out about problems way too late. With a managed remote access solution using something like AnyDesk, leaders can securely supervise, train, and support their teams no matter where they are, all with proper rules, permissions, and audit trails. It's a brilliant way to run a distributed organization effectively. And Pillar 5. This is where the physical world literally connects to the digital one. Think about sensors on factory machines or in a port's warehouse. That's the Internet of Things, or IoT. All that data can be used to create what's called a digital twin, which is basically a virtual, real-time model of your entire operation. It's how you go from guessing to knowing, making smart decisions based on what is actually happening on the ground right this second.
Okay, so that's the how. That's the 5-pillar framework. But hey, theory is one thing, right? Results are what really count. So let's look at the proof, because this is all being built for real institutions with very real-world needs.
So let's take the Elkingsara municipality.
By putting in a HubSpot CRM and an AI assistant, they're not just answering people's questions faster, they're tracking every single interaction. And what that really means is, for the first time, they can actually measure response times, see what the most common problems are, and then, actually improve their services for the people they're there to help.
Now for Enel, the National Electricity Office, a proposed Odoo ERP system is designed to give them a single, unified view of their entire operation. This is absolutely essential for managing critical infrastructure, making sure resources go where they're needed most, and ultimately keeping the lights on for the entire country.
And in the education world, a proposal for the University of Nouakchott is all about building a rock-solid administrative backbone with an ERP. This would streamline everything, from student registration to managing courses, allowing the university to grow and serve more students way more effectively. Switching gears to the industrial side, for a company like Sepco Industries, it's a whole different ballgame. Here, the big win is getting clear visibility into the supply chain and making sure there's discipline in the processes on the factory floor. That is the key to better quality and lower costs.
And finally, at Port Tanit, a critical logistics hub. Here, everything, and I mean everything, depends on coordination and real-time data. An ERP expansion is how you make that happen without a hitch. So from government to industry to education, you see the pattern, right? These systems create tangible, measurable value. But wait, the story doesn't end there. It's not just about implementing systems for other people. The vision gets bigger. It stretches from a strong home base in Nouakchott all the way to a global stage, and it even includes building their own ventures.
And look, this isn't just some vague dream on a whiteboard. They are actively putting the pieces in place to make it happen. They have a solid base in Mauritania, and the next logical step is building out the international structure. For example, forming a Wyoming LLC. Why? Well, it simply makes it way easier and more straightforward for international companies to partner up and invest. It's a very deliberate plan for being ready for the world stage.
So, all of this, it really boils down to one final crucial question. It's a challenge, really, to every investor looking for real execution, every entrepreneur who needs a strong tech partner, and every leader who is just tired of talk and demands measurable results. Are you ready to turn all that possibility into actual execution? Because at the end of the day, that's what Planet T and SUARL is all about. They build systems, they build speed, they build accountability. And if that's what you're looking for, let's build together.